My name's Pete Woods. You're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Ross Wigham. I'm Director of Communications for Northumbria Healthcare.
Now, Ross, I understand that Northumbria Healthcare are trying to recruit some new trustees of the trust. Is that how you describe them?
It's part of our Council of Governors, so we call them governors rather than trustees, but it's a very similar role. Those governors play a key role in ensuring the organisation is accountable to all the communities that we represent and work with. And they play a vital role here at Northumbria. We've always held our governors in such high regard and have a great working relationship with them. Particularly in Hexham, we regularly travel to Hexham and hold meetings there. And equally, we value the input of the current crop of governors so highly in Hexham, and they've really served kind of patients and people there ever so well, especially through a time of a lot of change and a lot of redevelopment at the hospital. Really, that, and again, thanks from me on record to the people who currently serve as governors, who've done a fabulous job. They are elected positions, so you do have to be elected into that, and time has come for an election for our governors, and we're looking really just to try and get as many people as we can interested in that particular role and try and recruit some into the current Hexham cohort.
So, for someone who hasn't been a trustee or a governor before, what sort of thing would they expect to do if they were elected?
Sure. Well, they don't. The first thing I think to say is they don't have to have any special knowledge or interest, or particularly in health and care. We'll offer all the training and induction once they're successfully elected. But really, it's twofold. I think. Firstly, is about holding our non-executive directors to account to make sure we're doing the things that we say we do. And then secondly, is a kind of ambassadorial role in being that voice, that outside in voice, if you like, and bringing things to us that we can work with. So our Council of Governor meetings and our constituency meetings are always really active and really interesting. And we bring some of the issues that we're facing as a healthcare provider and really discuss those with governors and see what their opinion is, see how they can add a bit of value into that. It's a voluntary role, but it is a really rewarding one. And so far, it's everything from kind of spotting a signage issue or a leak in a hospital that we might not be aware of, right through to kind of the much more serious issues. And just to give you an example, the pressure ulcer priority joined our S&Q safety and quality priorities this year based on some discussions we'd had with governors. So it can be seemingly kind of trivial things, which often are trivial if you're on the end of them, of course, but right up to the really strategic issues that we deal with as well.
And how often do the governors meet? What would the governors have to do in terms of workload?
Well, we don't really set how much. It's I guess it's you get as much out of it as you put in, and different governors do it in different ways. We'll hold monthly constituency meetings, and then we'll have a council of governors once a month as well. In between that, there are some development meetings where we discuss things a bit more informally, and people can get involved in that. There's other committees that governors can join should they wish to volunteer for those. So it's kind of as much as you want and as little as you want, really. But again, we've found that we've had a really active Council of Governors, particularly in Hexham. And there is a lot going on at Hexham at the moment with all the sort of exciting redevelopment that's happened there now, moving on to the operating theatre development. So there's a lot for people to get their teeth into. And again, all the guidance and help's given once they're successfully joined.
And if people are interested in becoming a governor, what period would they serve for, and how would they get information about applying?
So well, the nominations for election open on Friday, the 11th. So if you head to our website, just Google Northumbria and it'll take you straight there. All the information's on there. Typically, we don't have term limits. So again, people can serve for a number of years, but we do those in blocks of 3 years.
Okay, so just to repeat what you said earlier, you're looking for two governors from Hexham, really to represent local people. And we've got a really great hospital in Hexham, and we want to keep it performing as well as it does. And the Northumbria Trust is a highly performing trust. So it's important that we keep those excellent services locally. So if someone's interested, it's a really important role where they could be helping the local community and helping the local NHS trust.
Absolutely, and we are rightly proud of our services in this area and this trust. And again, we see the governors as a really key part of that. So we'd love to meet some new people and get some new people involved in that electoral process. Important to say, it closes on Wednesday, the 14th of May. So people would have to get in touch well ahead of that. But if again, head to the website, there's loads of information there, including a number that people can call if they'd like a bit more of an informal chat or to hear from some of the existing governors, perhaps, about what that involves.
Ross, thank you very much for talking to Hexham TV, and good luck with recruiting some excellent governors.
Great. Thanks for the opportunity. Nice to see you, Peter.